So the penny stocks I'm going to share with you guys, you definitely want to have on your radar, especially going into the rest of this week. And with how choppy the markets have been, opportunities continue to present themselves every single day, right? So in today's volatility, the SPY presented opportunities in both directions, but right there after the open at the 675 level, it sent out a bull indicator. You could see it here directly on the Discord here at 9:50 a.m. and it lasted into the strength here of hitting 679, and call options went up within minutes to an hour over 100% plus, guys. If you guys trade stocks, you trade options, and you follow the SPY, you definitely want to be equipped with the resources we provide to have that edge through the volatility, whether stocks are going up or going down. And it wasn't just the SPY presenting an opportunity. You had here Tesla have a nice jump up, but quickly got rejected by a bear indicator here at the 455 mark, and it tried bouncing back up towards 550, 450, and then the acceleration to the downside continued through the chop, and that Tesla bot notification came in at 11 a.m. And from that moment forward, put options went up throughout the day over 50% plus, guys. If you guys want to receive the clarity and edge once again through the volatility of these markets and gain access to the resources we provide, and join the members that are using 42 Vision to cut out the noise and focus with clarity with an edge through the volatility of markets and stocks and these charts, and learn and gain that knowledge through the volatility. Again, that link is down below in the description and top pinned comment. We look forward to getting you connected and having you join us. Now, the first penny stock here on this list is a stock that today had news and had a strong run. Now, if you trade penny stocks, 42 Vision equips you with the edge. Why? Because once those bull indicators are in play and these penny stocks are having momentum, whether they come on your radar at around this level of 350 or 373, and this bull indicator here does not get canceled and the momentum continues to the upside, I mean, just jumping here from that pullback, right? Let's say one missed this run and it pulls back here to 372, and then you see it pushing up to 387, and you have the resistance of the high of the day so far of 411, and that was also the 52-week high for the year. So it is up here near all-time highs for the year and for this particular stock, but the momentum is in, and there's multiple bull indicators, not just on the 5-minute, but you go to the 15-minute, right, since yesterday, and you go out towards the 30-minute since yesterday, right, and it sat flat. If one knew about it since yesterday to today, look at that push. But let's say you catch it because somehow it comes up on your radar, you find out about it, or it's mentioned or something like that, and you miss that first run. As it's pushing up again, it pushed up from, let's just say, 387. Let's say you even missed that dip and it's pushing back up in the momentum. It went all the way up to 448. That right there is nearly a 10 to 15% plus move and a 20% plus move at this peak up here of 470. That bull indicator never got canceled. And if you zoom into the 3-minute, it never got canceled. You have so much multiple confirmations in the volatility that these opportunities are presented daily. And this stock, why it ran, right? Well, it ran on news, recent news from yesterday, and the momentum continued into today. It's looking that its projects are going to yield a capitalization of $1 billion under the stage rolled out of what they're doing next, okay? And they're looking to expand. There's an expansion going on. Since October, it's been in talks, and you could see how this stock has been moving up since that last news. You could see it here on October 17th. It was sitting at 83 and then moving upwards. But now it's been confirmed with a numerical number, and that value is being priced into this stock. Its market cap at these levels is 124 million, and you could just see here the 1 billion right under that stage rolled out. Okay, so this stock, big news, big stuff going on for the company itself, pricing and future values, and these two runs from yesterday, 194 to 295, and from 286 to 533 is definitely one to be watching. And the first thing I'll be watching on this one is, will these bull indicators continue to hold? And we're talking about the market's falling downwards while this stock's going up. You even have Bitcoin here falling, right? Breaking 100,000. A lot of people were talking about how it's going to break 100,000, and here it is falling. And you have the overall market falling and this stock pushing upwards. So this is just fresh news, fresh momentum. The supports to watch is if it breaks below 435, the next level is 416, and then down towards 385. If that breaks, I think momentum has shifted and changed, especially if on the 15-minute, this bull indicator from 195 gets canceled by a bear indicator. And then I would ignore it and then just watch this one until the next news comes out. Again, this is just my opinion, my perspective, not financial advice, as I always state. And I'm just here to share with you guys what I'm watching in the markets. If you had not seen this already, and if you're aware of it, it's awesome that we're seeing the same things and the same opportunities in the markets. And you can also see here on 42 Vision how I did a full transition from October 31st to yesterday, Monday, and now how strong it's been today from red to bright green. And these are full transitions from the dip area, as I call it, to the rip area of bright green bars. And especially the momentum is confirmed when those bright green bars have not switched back to dark green, or dark green with red borders as a pullback. And you could see it here popping up on the screen. Some of the members' opportunities and gains using 42 Vision and maximizing whether stocks are going up or going down, whether it's the SPY, the QQQ, Tesla, individual options, individual stocks, using the edge that 42 Vision brings. And you can get equipped as well. And we want to connect you. The link is down below in the description and top pinned comment. And we look forward to getting you equipped and giving you those resources to maximize within the volatility and gain that edge. And there's so much knowledge that is obtained through seeing charts through this perspective. Now, the next stock here on this list is going to be another penny stock that has actually fallen with the volatility. I mean, this thing ran in the pre-market all the way up to 346 and just collapsed below 220, hitting lows here of $2 and bouncing back up pretty strongly. And it all comes down to how it got FDA support, right, on its studies of NDV01 and non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. Okay, so this is a big deal. Okay, it showed 92% response rate in good safety, and it's in alignment for phase 3. So this is looking like something promising going into 2026, because it's going to initiate phase 3 programs in the first half of 2026. And this goes ahead and aligns with this stock going ahead and continuing further research, and it's looking positive. Now, it did drop sharply because of one thing. It had $100 million underwritten offering of common stock and pre-funded warrants, okay? And it was at a total price offering of $220 per share, and the warrants at $219, okay? And what happened here is it created an overreaction in the pre-market, and we saw it happen. It went ahead and dropped. It came all the way down to $2, and anything below $2 was already a premium, because they were going to do this up to 220, and quickly it came back up to that level. And then the news followed with this information going into 2026 just continued to give it momentum. I mean, back to the point that it's under a bull indicator on the 15-minute at 240, and then on the 5-minute a bull indicator popped up around the 227 level, and it's been confirmed and holding all day. Now, the support here to not ignore is 246, 233. If that gets broken through, this could quickly go back below 220. But now that we're back up here and it's fighting, the first resistance to break and use as support is 270. It is slightly below that at 269. If it comes back to 258 or back to 250, 248, it's definitely something worth watching, and that's where the bull indicator on the 15-minute appeared. But if this breaks out even stronger going into the pre-market above 280, there's a gap to fill here. And that comes back up to 323 and then 349. And historically, we're up near some clear resistance levels that rejected things quickly back down to 150 previously at the beginning of October, and that's 284. So if that can get broken through, there is room to gap up and try to test $3, $3.20, and all the way up to $3.50. So I'm going to be watching these bull indicators if they do not get canceled and the strength in them, especially with the news that came out that can actually be positive for this company going into the first half of 2026. Another thing too to not ignore is this offering does close out tomorrow. Okay, that's why the overreaction was pretty big today, but closes out tomorrow, and then followed by great news. So definitely one to be watching here going into November 5th. This penny stock, RLMD stock, definitely one to watch, and the rest of this week. If momentum can hold and stay above the 250s and test the threes or break out from there with momentum followed by news, closing out the offering and leaving it all behind, and that was just an overreaction and an opportunity for this to go ahead and retest. And there's just gaps here to fill that certainly may be tested and retested if bull indicators do not cancel, inflows pick up, which you can also see with our inflow versus outflow, and the news backing it up here that came out today for these studies and going into the end of the year and the beginning of next year. And it's looking promising that they're going to move on to phase 3, and phase 3 will start in the first half of the year. So even though this move was pretty big, there's a lot of movement here between the offering closing tomorrow. The offering is priced at 220, and then on top of that, the news coming out and just getting known today. And that could possibly roll over some of that strength into the coming days, as long as it holds those supports. If not, this could quickly come right back down to 220, which is looked as the fair value based off the offering, and it does dilute shareholders. So again, penny stocks, in my opinion, are to be traded, and one is looking for opportunities that are confirming that, and we use 42 Vision to find those multiple confirmations. Because as long as this bull indicator is holding on the 5-minute, bull indicator on the 15-minute, and there's a retest back up towards $3, $2.80, and then hold and then try to gap up to the 320, 340, that's definitely something to watch, especially with these bull indicators not canceling. You have a bull indicator on every single time frame up to the 30-minute right now, and if we zoom out to the 1 hour, it got one today as well here at 240. So definitely holding above 240, 250 will be crucial to even try to retest and go towards $3. Any backing up of further news and the offering closing tomorrow could really accelerate momentum here and excitement, because it's big news for the company here as this has came out, and look how quickly it canceled out the offering that it brought it back up to 270, and tomorrow the offering ends. So definitely something to watch. As always, guys, if you want to know about penny stocks and what's going on with them and know about these stocks before they're mentioned, check out the link down below and join the community. And if you want to gain that edge and be able to see the strength of momentum and the strength of trend through the volatility of the markets and charts, again, and join the community of members. The link is down below in the description and top pinned comment. We look forward to getting you connected. And 42 Vision brings that clarity. It brings that edge. I mean, to the point that once these bear indicators are in place, you get notified in the Discord. It rejects current resistance levels, starts pulling back down, and then there you could see the drop in confirmation. And once it hits the white with red borders, that is typically a dip area, and that's why you could see that quick bounce. But it was still under a bear indicator, never got canceled. And again, if one misses this drop, bounces back up, pulls back down, there's another little drop. And all of these opportunities presented nice scalp opportunities. And when there's a bull indicator, you're just looking for dips and riding the rips back up and so forth. And same thing here, it brought itself back up. Not enough momentum, still below those resistance levels, and then a quick rip down. Another great scalping opportunity within the volatility to the downside. And the same thing that happened yesterday since the open, big drop, and then back to the upside. This right here, once this bull indicator came into play and it was choppy back and forth, buying on these dips, as long as no bear indicator popped up, the momentum to the upside ended up presenting opportunities and scalp opportunities as it was pushing up higher every single time. And if you missed the first one, there's a next one. And if you missed the next one, there was a next one. As long as no bear indicator popped up, those rips back up pretty quickly add up as nice scalp opportunities within the volatile moves. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.